So we've had some pretty significant updates with regards to the Conjuring House sale and purchase via Jason Hawes and also Elton Castay, who have both got very conflicting stories when it comes to the purchase of this property. But we're going to get into all of that. Before we do, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to be kept up to date with everything going on in the paranormal. Anyway, let's get into it. So obviously, in case you didn't already know, Jason Hawes has set up a GoFundMe in order to purchase the Conjuring House after a plea from Andrea Perron, the oldest daughter from the Perron family, who of course the 2013 blockbuster hit The Conjuring was based around, and what really kind of put this property onto the map. If you've not been kept up to date so far, there's an entire playlist with all of the content that I've made regarding this, because literally every single day there seems to be something going on with this house. Now, let's cut a long story short, okay? Jason had put out an update, right, on the 26th of October, which by my reckoning was 2 days ago. Okay, 2 days ago, and he stated that the GoFundMe that he had set up had just surpassed $175,000 which of course, if you put into the equation that Jason is matching every donation dollar for dollar up to $1 million, that actually means that the GoFundMe is currently sat on $350,000. Let's listen to what Jason has to say in his latest update, because this, pretty much by the end of the day, became a dated update. Have a little listen to this.
Hey everybody, Jason Hawes here. So first off, I want to say a huge congratulations to every single person who's been a part of this movement in hopes of preserving and saving the Conjuring House. We are about to surpass $175,000 that's been raised in hopes to protect this property. And I have to be honest, it's looking really good. There's a lot of information that I can't say, a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and I can't put it out there. But we're in a really, really good place, and I'm highly optimistic. And you know what? I think this just, first off, this speaks worlds. Yes, the community, to see all these communities that have come together to make this possible, it's been truly amazing. But also to know that there's times out there people are struggling, and people are still donating, even when they're struggling, because they want to see this happen. That right there speaks everything. Now, bottom line, if it doesn't happen, everything's refundable. It says it right on the GoFundMe thing. That's why I used GoFundMe, because I wanted to make sure if anything happened that everybody got refunded. So, because it's not my money to do anything with. This money was only being used to preserve the Conjuring House. This money was only being used to preserve and save the Conjuring House. That's what we wanted. So if it doesn't happen, everybody gets their money back. But I'm very, very optimistic on what's going on here. Now, of course, this doesn't all fall on you guys, because we have somebody who's donating the $400K, and I'm matching, and I'm putting in quite a bit of money as well. So I think we're going to make this happen. I really do. And you know, there is some misinformation out there, but I don't want to pay attention to it, because you know what? Sometimes negativity is created just to pull us away from the positive of what's going on. And I don't understand that, because I mean, seeing a community come together in hopes of doing something, seeing what's happened here, I don't understand why anybody would want to pull that apart. But to each their own. I'm not going to focus on that. But no, it's 100% refundable. If we don't save this property, it goes right back to you. And but I'm really optimistic. I mean, this whole thing came together just out of the blue. Andrea made a plea, and I decided, okay, I'd try. And I put it out there for all of you, and you guys all stepped up. And to see the support through the community, even Sam and Colby stepping up to support what we're trying to do. And all these locations, whether it be SK Pierce, Rolling Hills, the list goes on and on. All these paranormal groups from around the world, and everybody else. I mean, to see what's happened is truly phenomenal. I've never seen anything like this before, and I'm sure most of you never have either. So it's mind-blowing. But I do want to say we're about to surpass that 175 mark. Congratulations. It just keeps growing. Let's keep on pushing it. If you can donate, go ahead. If you can't, you just want to share, then do that. If you don't want to do any of it, okay, that's totally understandable and respected. But it's just much love from me to you, and we're going to do this. So stay safe, keep it real, and on to the next.
So Jason, obviously there in the video at the bottom, he stated if we don't succeed, all donations will be refunded. And after speaking to Jason, not just on the live stream, but in quiet as well, like in private messages, he has stated and reiterated that point countless times to me that he doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the money. This isn't a cash grab, and anything in which, you know, if he doesn't get it, he doesn't get it, he refunds all the money. That's why he's done it through GoFundMe. Now, speaking of the GoFundMe, something huge happened straight after this video took place, because there was an anonymous donation of $100,000 that went into the GoFundMe, which actually blew this out of the water and made this so that the goal is now at $282,719 at the time of me recording this video, from almost 5,000 donations. And as you can see as well, the goal has actually changed to $500,000, which was the target. So let's talk about that for a second, because originally the goal was set at 1.5 million US. Then the GoFundMe was changed to $600,000 because of this anonymous donor who will be investing $400,000 themselves should the community reach the $600,000 goal, which would take it, of course, up to $1 million. Jason matching donation for donation would mean that this would go up to $2 million US, right? But because of this new $100,000 donation, this goal has now been amended to fit and equate to that. So that means that the goal is now $500,000 to be raised by the community. Jason did share this update, and I have spoken to him in private, and I'll share that message in just a moment. But he stated, thanks to the generosity of a private donor, we have received an additional $100,000 offline contribution towards saving the Conjuring House. Because of that, I've decided to adjust the campaign goal from $600,000 to $500,000 USD. This change reflects the real progress being made both through your support here on the GoFundMe and through stepping up behind the scenes to make this mission succeed. Every single person who's donated, shared, commented, or helped spread the word has been part of something bigger than just a fundraiser. Together, we've built a movement focused on preserving history, protecting the story that matters, and standing up for what we believe in. We're getting closer every day, but in the next few weeks are still critical. Please keep sharing the link, talking about the cause, and encouraging others to join in. Now, again, if you want to donate, there will be a link down in the description of this video for you to go and do that. So that would actually mean that right now, with Jason's dollar-for-dollar donation, the GoFundMe that he has set up is actually on, I'm going to butcher the maths here, but I'm going to give it my best shot. It is sat on $560,000, roughly. Yeah. Surely that's right. I think my maths is right there. So on GoFundMe, it says that we're 57% of the way towards that goal, as you can see. And this GoFundMe is currently averaging around $10,000 per day. So you can see that the momentum hasn't actually slowed up. Now, moving on from that, right? Oh, and by the way, I spoke to Jason behind the scenes, and I sent him a message and I said, hey, you know, like, what's the gig with this donor? And he basically echoed what he said on GoFundMe, which was that someone has offered to pitch in $100,000. Therefore, he is going to be shifting the goalposts and bringing it down to reflect this change, to ease the burden on the community a little bit and make it less out of reach, bring it a bit closer, which of course is a fantastic tribute. And you know, we may even see more donations like this. Obviously, we've now had two anonymous donors, one at $400,000, one at $100,000, so that's $500,000 anonymously donated. But moving on from that, Elton from Overnight, of course, is also very, very, very keen to get his hands on the property. He has made no secret of that. You know, he was after it back when the whole Jacqueline Nunez saga began back last year. And he's, like I say, made no secrets about wanting to get his hands on this property for himself. Over on one of his recent live streams, right, I believe it was this one here, huge announcement and final reveal at Warren Museum, new haunted items. This is not the one where they had the first group in. He stated that the house is in no shape or form, you know, available, and it's not for sale. Now, obviously, we've got two very conflicting things here. Jason very confident that he's going to be able to get it, and Elton claiming that it's not actually available. So, you know, make of that what you will. I mean, If it's not available, obviously Jason has stated that all donations are refundable, so therefore you don't have to stress about that. But it's interesting to see the narrative and the way that things are kind of shifting. I don't know. Maybe Elton's holding his cards close to his chest with this one and is giving nothing away. Maybe Jason's overly optimistic. Who knows, right? Who knows? We have to play devil's advocate on this one. Let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comments below while you're down there. Jump scare the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.